Are you guys ready to be spooked? Because I'm not, but we're gonna do this anyway. Time for the Greylock tapes. Hey, cool vibes. Alright. I guess we could use any information that we have here, which is none. Other than creepy thumbnails. So, let's go. It looks gross.
Primary systems online. Meeting sequence complete. Emergency shutdown protocols disengaged. System was offline for time code 0106. Contact technician for assistance.
Look up DJ Cummerbund, Sakina.
Access operations. Please enter your clearance credentials. Error. These credentials are not recognized. Clearance credential requirement overridden.
This seems bad.
Administrator privileges granted. Welcome back, unknown user ID. What would you like to do? Accessing archival storage form, GBA. Data extraction initiated. Data extraction, 10% complete. Data extraction, 4% complete. Data extraction, 80% complete.
What are we even looking
Data
at?
extraction complete.
Security camera
All
footage?
data extracted to error, no.
Dear believers, when men pursue evil, it is evil that they will find. Mark my words, there is no good that can come from the pursuit of darkness. Let me read to you, dear believer, the words of the late brilliant Charles Spurgeon, who discussed this at length in a sermon all the way back in 1864.
Well, that was creepy.
He said, quote, "Our adversary, the devil, goes about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. We are taught by our Lord Jesus to pray, do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. What we are taught to seek or shun in prayer, we should equally pursue or avoid in action. Very warily, therefore, should we endeavor to avoid temptation, seeking to walk in the path of obedience, so that we may never be guilty of tempting the devil to tempt us. We are not to enter the thicket in search of the lion. We may pay dear."
Oh dear. That looks like a thicket, though. Don't go in there. Oh, he going in the thicket. I think that sermon was just for you, buddy. Don't go in there. God, you guys are horny. You horny bastards. What? That's probably bad. Oh. Haha. A human skin? What the fuck is happening?
When we will come face to face with the devil himself, whether we intended to or not, dear believer. We are drawn to him by our own hearts. In Matthew
Leftist
chapter
audio,
15,
yeah.
verse 19, it says, "For out of the heart come evil thoughts, murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false witness, slander." There is a shadow nested deep, deep within our hearts, within our minds, in a place most people don't even know exists within themselves. The devil is gonna call to those depths, dear believer. And though you may tremble
What
before
is
the beast,
happening?
you should make it easier on yourself and accept what it is that he bestows upon you.
Fuck. Okay, that sound effect scared me. Orientation protocols.
Greetings, and welcome to the Preconditional Protocols and Orientation video system provided by Unit 13 as part of the United States Army and Project Stargate, created in partnership with Symbiodyne USA. On
Project
behalf of all of
Stargate.
us here at Unit 13, congratulations on your selection as one of our testing candidates. You likely have a lot of questions, and this video is designed to answer them all. First, let's go over some background information to provide you with the crucial context you'll need for a full understanding of what it is we're doing at Unit 13. We are sure you've heard plenty of rumors surrounding what it is that we do, but we are willing to bet that most everything you've heard is wrong. Being a highly confidential part of Project Stargate, which you've already been briefed on, Unit 13 studies a revolutionary and promising area of parapsychology, thought forms. If you're unfamiliar with what thought forms are, that's okay.
Oh no.
You're in the majority.
Are we
what are thought forms?
Are we dealing with basically Warhammer 40K warp demons? Is that what we're dealing with here? Are we dealing with like psychic thought demons? Oh boy.
Through the ages, occultists and spiritualists, Tibetan monks to theosophists, have exercised the creation of what is sometimes referred to as a tulpa, otherwise known as a thought form.
We
A
dealing
thought form is
with with psychic demons.
the manifestation of a person's will, emotion, or
The
other
thought
deeply
demons.
psychologically energized state into a semi-physical form, existing as not only an extension of the person, but as its own independent and sentient entity. Thought forms are also able to be witnessed and experienced by third parties, and are not limited solely to the person who developed them. Thought forms have been formed to serve as familiars, companions, or even friends to those who conjure them. According to key literature, thought forms can be intentionally formed by a single person or multiple people, though they can be unintentionally formed as well. But they are always manifested through the deep will and focus of a person in a considerably heightened state of connectivity with their own consciousness. Traditional thought forms can vary widely in their level of influence in the real world. While they usually take physical formations eventually, their earliest stages are more apparitional in nature, with brief manifestations, though most often remaining as an unseen essence, much like a phantom or a ghost. At this phase, thought forms and ghosts are very similar in a number of ways. Individuals can make contact with them through communication devices, such as a Ouija board or through EVP sessions, while the thought form may respond through moving objects, manipulating electronics, or even speaking words and short phrases. Due to their striking similarities, a current theory established by Unit 13 suggests that what we know as ghosts may not be as common as we once believed. Rather than a deceased person's energy being left behind after death, It's possible, and indeed likely, that these paranormal entities are actually thought forms that are unintentionally created by those individuals that the deceased has left behind, who spend inordinate amounts of time in deeply emotional states, where their mental capacity is largely occupied by a powerful focus on the departed individual.
Oh no, human
In
suffering
other words,
creates
as
them.
these are the ideal conditions from which thought forms are born, people may very well create their own ghosts and hauntings. However, as more time and energy is invested into the development of the thought form, they begin to harness more influence on their environment, until eventually exhibiting a semi-permanent physical appearance, and, in due course, becoming as tangible as a living creature. This is where Unit 13's interest comes in. We've sought to answer a very important question. Can thought forms be created in a manner that would benefit American society and help keep American citizens safe?
Can we manifest demons in service of the United States? Honestly, this is a wonderful concept. This is a wonderful concept for an analog horror. What if we made patriotic demons, sir?
Unfortunately, the practice of intentionally creating a thought form by traditional methods would undoubtedly take years and years of developmental training. So, Project Stargate has enlisted a world-renowned authority in thought forms, a man named Dr. Bernard Hayes, to oversee a number of the operations related to Unit 13's work. His participation has been invaluable and has brought fruitful results to the project. Due to Unit 13 and Semiodyne USA's combined efforts, bringing together some of the most prestigious minds in the world, specializing in the sciences of the human consciousness.
That man just
with
playing
cutting-edge
Tetris.
Technology and engineering methods, we've created a groundbreaking, proprietary invention. Introducing the Thought Form Manifester. The Thought Form Manifester is able to create truly independent and self-sustaining thought form entities from the minds of select, willing participants. Being that they come from the deepest recesses of the human mind, thought forms can appear in virtually any configuration. They could look like a person, an object, an animal, or even something as abstract as the physical representation of an emotion. That being said, it's recommended to brace yourself before touring the thought form chambers, as thought forms can also take on appearances that could be considered disturbing, like a creature one might see in a childhood nightmare. There's no reason to be afraid, however.
The thought form chambers?
All thought forms are docile by nature, and while they may look or behave in a frightening manner, and though they are capable of making physical contact, they pose no threat to humans. Once your session in the Thought Form Manifester is completed, your thought form will be securely transported directly into a containment chamber. Thought forms are unable to pass through the barrier of and will not be capable of causing you any issues. There are some very rare potential side effects that may result from your session. These side effects include increased tiredness, loss of balance, dizziness, insomnia, vomiting, episodes of temporary amnesia, and mild hallucinations. These side effects, if present, will clear up within 72 hours of your session, and are simply signs of your brain recalibrating to the real world. It is recommended you refrain from driving or operating heavy machinery for 72 hours after your session, even if you experience no side effects. None of these side effects should cause you any harm or overt stress, and former testing candidates who have experienced these side effects
Spooky, Christinos.
mild and merely a transient inconvenience. With all of that out of the way, we are looking forward to your participation with Unit
Enter
13,
cassette
and your time in
TF2.
the
I love
Thought
that
Form
cassette.
Manifester has been scheduled. However, there are several required mind exercises as a part of this video system that must be completed prior to your scheduled date in order to prime your consciousness and ensure the highest quality results. Please enter the video cassette labeled TF2, Waking Your Subconscious, now. This is the end of this tape.
Tape 4, Unexpected Visitors. Okay, so now we know brain demons exist. The fuck is that? Oh, I don't like that. Nope. No. Oh no. Already this one got me. Already this one got me. Jesus. Oh, God. How are we like less than a minute in and this is terrifying? What if the house is a thought form? What if... Oh God, now I'm just playing Is It Cake? Is it cake with everything we see? Yeah, Trans Girl Jade, I feel like it kind of showed its hand a bit early here, but that's kind of maybe good in this case. Cause now, like, we're looking at everything and being like, is that a demon? Is that a demon though? The flashlight beam is too big and unscary. Okay, Sean Carter, you got the big dick. We get it. I'm over here. I'm okay. I got the tiny dick. It's fine. Is there like more static when there's something spooky? When it's something spooky, does the camera get all wibbly wobbly? I wonder if this is the guy from the second video who was like driving around and going off in the woods. All of this seems like a bad idea. I don't know what's happening. What? Why are you trying to break into that house, though? Dog, why? Just go home. Are the demons in the house? Okay. Just real quick, Sophie, because you didn't see it. We're 3 minutes and 11 seconds. So, remember this early on? Look at the window. This window. The fuck is this thing? Yeah, the fuck is this? What the fuck is it? I don't like it. That's what it is. It's something I don't like. Alright. Yeah, I'm also wondering if the house is the demon. Yeah. I just don't know what's happening. I don't understand why this person wants to get in this house. If I were that person, I would simply choose not to. This seems like an avoidable mishap. This seems like a thing that could have been avoided. Unless, what if the thing that's carrying the camera is the thought demon?
thank my producer, my writers, my director, my friends, and you, the ordinary people who made me what I am today.
Max Headroom premieres after Moonlighting tomorrow.
They did love me.
We interrupt our current program at the request of the Massachusetts State Police. This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. All normal broadcasting has been discontinued during the emergency. This station will broadcast official information, news, and instruction for Northern Berkshire County, Massachusetts, after the following tone.
At 3:34 a.m., Massachusetts State Police confirmed the presence of a potential group of active and unidentified home invaders who have targeted 49 residences since approximately 11:15 p.m. last night.
Oh no. We just saw things from the killer's perspective. From the demon's perspective. Wait. So Max Headroom was in 1985 to 1987, right? Which gives us a date here. But that previous video that we saw, right? This training tape was from, okay, 1993, looks like. Interesting. And we start with a video titled Back Online. So I think we're kind of seeing, like, this video, this one that we're on, seems like it's early on in the process, possibly before they had their barrier device. You know, back when they could just manifest things without any way of sealing what they brought in. Do you remember why that was his name? Absolutely not.
Continued during the emergency. This station will broadcast official information, news,
From the presence of a potential group of active and unidentified home invaders who have targeted 49 residences since approximately 11:15 p.m. last night. The attacks appear to be random, spanning across the towns of North Adams, Cheshire, Savoy, and Windsor. Residents are urged to take the following actions immediately. Wake all occupants of your home. Lock all doors and windows. Close all curtains and blinds. Gather in a secure area of your home where multiple exits are available to prevent yourself from being cornered. Additionally, residents are urged to arm themselves with a blunt object or firearm if available and licensed. Only resort to self-protection if a suspect has entered your home, poses an active threat to you or your family, and you are unable to escape safely. If you are currently away from home, we are urging you not to return home at this time. Shelter in place where you are. If you are currently not in a secure area or in a vehicle, immediately head to your closest 7-Mart. Each 7-Mart location is currently being used as a safe area and as police station for your protection. Remain in your secure area until the threat has been resolved. Police are currently unable to determine a physical description of any of the assailants involved in these attacks. It is strongly advised you do not open your home to anyone you do not intimately recognize. Do not attempt to search for or engage with any suspects. The suspects are considered armed and extremely dangerous. Do not leave your secure area unless necessary. This is for your safety. Law enforcement will be armed and patrolling your area. Interfering with this investigation could result in lethal force being inadvertently.
Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. fuck? That was genuinely terrifying. You know, well done, Greylock. Well done. Anyway, this video is titled Not Here, Not Now, Not Anymore. Cool.
Well, hello again, Tiffany.
Oh, hi, Wanda. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. No dad this time.
No, unfortunately, he couldn't get off work today, so I'm gonna have to call him on a payphone to let him know all the details as soon as we're done.
He's excited to be a dad, huh?
Oh, yes, he certainly is. We both can't wait to be parents.
Aw, and you said you've been together since high school, right?
Yep.
That's so sweet. And have you decided on a name for your baby boy yet?
Yep, we're going with Max.
Ooh, Max, huh? That's a nice, strong name.
That's why my fiance wanted it so bad. He says it'll help make him strong right off the bat.
That's a pretty good way of thinking about it. So let's see how strong little Max is so you can hurry up and make that call.
Yes, please. He's been moving around like crazy the past couple weeks, so I think he's really strong. Strong enough to kick so hard I almost throw up sometimes, too.
Aw, what a wild boy. Activity is good.
Yep.
Okay, hopefully this isn't too cold.
No, it's okay.
There he is. He's definitely a growing boy, that's for sure. And you're both looking really good.
Oh, I love hearing that.
Let's get some measurements to see exactly how much he's grown.
What was that?
What
I
the
don't know.
fuck?
I've never seen that before. Maybe something to do with the power.
Oh. Okay.
This is a bit strange.
What? What's strange?
Nothing to worry about or anything. Just having some trouble finding the baby all of a sudden.
Maybe the machine messed up?
Possibly. But I can still see everything else. It's just not picking up the baby for some reason.
Has this ever happened before?
Well, sometimes babies can move into certain positions that are hard to see.
But you can't see my baby at all?
I'm looking. Don't worry, he's definitely here. You know what? Why don't we just see if we can borrow another machine, okay? There has to be something wrong with this one. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
No.
This can't be happening. Your baby doesn't know you're gone? That makes no sense. I know.
Is it happening? What happened?
Right now.
Fuck. Fuck that little sound tick. Fuck it. Okay, just real quick. I don't want to play the sound. Gonna... Is there anything in here? No. What happened to her baby? I guess, I'm gonna guess that the manifesting device is somehow, like, scooping unborn children and turning them into thought forms. I think that basically whatever this device is, the shortcut is coming at a cost.
Humanity has fought tirelessly and passed through a great many trials of intellectual fortitude to achieve but one singular goal. A goal that countless men have withered away and dying in pursuit of, leaving their towers of work behind, to be climbed by coming generations, higher and higher they ascend, so that we will at last reach the one called God. And there, on his apex of infinite knowledge and power, we will approach and look him in the eye as an equal.
Not gonna lie, the sound design in this is freaking me the fuck out. I think I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit. Semiodyne.
User Frank Porter. Please enter your credentials. Credential requirement bypassed by system administrator. Greetings, unknown user ID. Welcome to Semiodyne USA's virtual message assistant for user. Project Director, Frank Porter. Establishing custom telephone message settings. Sender, Paul Morelli, of the Morelli Construction and Mining Company. Dates of receipt ranging from March 24th, 1987, to March 30th, 1987. Beginning playback of your messages. Message 1. March 24th, 11:14 a.m.
Hey Frank, it's Paul Morelli. We ran into somewhat of an issue today. We came across these tunnels inside the mountain, pretty deep in, but well, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but he told me to call if anything strange came up, and I figured this qualifies. People have been here before. Some obviously man-made shit in there, like carvings and stone. This shit looks ancient, like real old. I took a crew in to look through it, but seems part of the tunnels caved in some time ago. We're gonna just have to bust through it regardless. But I still wanted to make you aware of it. Anyways, I'll keep you in the loop. Thanks.
Message 2. March 25th, 7:38 a.m.
Hey Frank, it's Paul. Just calling to tell you the day might be a bit slower than usual. Unfortunately, a number of the crew are sick as dogs. Not really sure what kind of stomach bugs going around or what, but we'll do our best to pick up the slack. I'm calling in some guys who have a day off, so hopefully things will get a little closer to normal, you know? That being said, I don't know how the hell this happened, but
Something tells me those miners aren't okay.
The tunnel here caved in is clear. The tunnel's been wired up with a few lights, too. Wanted to see if maybe you sent someone in while we were off shift. My crew said you didn't, but, I didn't see anybody else either, so... But a few of the guys said they'd seen something running around in the woods surrounding the site. I figured it's probably a deer or whatever, but seeing all the ruckus we're making out here, But they all insisted it was something else. Something like a real tall man. Might just be some environmentalist moron trying to cause some shit, but, he ain't done nothing, so I told him to keep focused on the project.
Did they open up ancient sealed tunnels and release a bunch of thought demons into the surrounding wilderness?
For safety's sake, we're going to avoid the tunnel until I hear back from you. Alright, bye now.
Message 3. March 25th, 4:56 p.m.
Hey Frank, it's Paul again. The guy you sent out to take photos just left, but he seemed totally fine when he got here, but we practically had to carry him back to his car when he was done. I don't know if he caught whatever's going around, but figured you should know. Also, we found some really old shit down there, Frank. Now, I ain't no historian, but we got a guy on the crew who used to do archaeology work or whatever, and I don't know. But I guess there's some old artifacts down there, like weapons, and trinkets, and whatever.
I'll have him draft up a report for you and send it your way, because I feel like he'd be interested, and he can explain all this shit better than I could anyways. His name's Otto Rivers. That's about it. All right.
Otto Rivers' boat.
Message 4. March 26th, 1:03 p.m.
A long-lost relative?
Frank, something ain't right here. Crew's getting worse, more sick. I feel okay so far, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. I saw that thing the guys have been talking about last night, stalking around in the tree line. I swear it had a face. Anyways, just call me back as soon as you can, Frank.
Message 5. March 27th, 12:10 p.m.
All our food is rotten, totally spoiled and covered in maggots. It was perfectly fine and stored. There wasn't any problems with the generator, even if we lost power. I mean, it's the end of March. All our food looks like it's been left out in the heat for weeks. No idea what's going on. Please call me back.
Message 6. March 27th, 4:02 p.m.
It's Paul. We saw it again. Something out here with us. It's in the woods. And it's watching us, goddammit. It ain't no animal either. Who are you guys gonna put up those fancy hunting cameras and see if we can catch anything? Maybe locals fucking with us? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, anyways, I just...
Oh no. I don't want to see this.
Message 7. Date and time unavailable. Message
Ah, fuck, dude.
Message 8. March 29th, 10:13 p.m.
Frank, it's Paul. Holy shit, well, a lot of the crew here is sick now, and they're sort of like unresponsive. We tried emergency contacts for them, but they just keep ringing. The phones, they just kept ringing and ringing and ringing. Nobody picked up from any number we tried. Nobody picked up. No answer machines either. Made a call to the hospital, and same thing. Just ringing. Just tried 911, still nothing. I figured the phones were fucked up, but the machine actually picked up. I think I caught whatever's going around. My skin, it feels tight. A lot of pressure behind my eyes. My teeth feel like they're humming, vibrating. You know what? This all started when we came across that tunnel. I feel like I need to figure out what's down there.
I don't think he's gonna be okay, guys.
I could help my crew, but most of all, I feel like something really bad's gonna happen if I don't go down. So I'm going down tonight.
Oh, what the fuck is that? The fuck was that?
Message 9. March 30th, time unavailable.
Just gonna turn this down a bit. Oh, this poor guy. He just wanted to dig out some tunnels.
Of your messages.
What was that? What was that? Like, what are we even dealing with here? What is this? Are we dealing with, like, a thing on the moon? Is this another, like, the moon is an alien or something? Did they summon a demon onto the moon? What is this?
Authorities continue to investigate the recent crime wave that swept across northern Berkshire County, left many of its residents in a state of anxiety and panic. It was 2 weeks ago when the emergency broadcast system was engaged to warn residents to secure their homes due to the activity of a group of individuals who had been targeting and breaking into people's homes. Authorities have since confirmed that the attacks were, in fact, part of an organized criminal effort and have been attributed to a local anti-American militia group operating out of western Massachusetts called... Police have made numerous arrests in connection to militia, and officials continue to release statements to assure the public that they are safe once again.
We've seen a lot of credible information over the past couple of weeks, and the investigation's still ongoing. We're getting closer by the day.
Thankfully, due to the continued efforts of law enforcement, life has been able to return back to normal. Back to normal. Back to normal. To normal. To normal. To normal.
Something tells me they're not okay, chat.
Back to normal for residents of Berkshire County.
Liar. Well, that's freaky. Old odd ends. Man, I'm getting nothing out of the names of these tapes. This one, though, seems a bit lengthy, so, were those the stolen babies? I don't know. Technical.
Well, that forecast went completely tits up, didn't it? I've been getting chewed out by our asshole CIA liaison for the past 2 hours. What the fuck happened?
We're looking into it, sir, but we experienced no issues with the broadcast on our end, so our engineers believe that the signal was hijacked before even reaching the transmitter, but once we started receiving phone calls from viewers, we switched to a backup transmitter.
But by then, the hijacker had already said everything they wanted to say, hadn't they?
Yes, sir.
What a complete fuck up. They made us look like a fucking joke. And during our most popular show. Speaking of which, Don, where the fuck is he? I cannot get hold of him, and he needs to get in here and read a statement to help clean up this fucking mess.
Well, we've been trying to reach him. We've called him multiple times. We've tried his pager. We've asked around to see if anyone's heard from him, but nothing. Right now we've got Gerald standing in for him tonight. If not miss a show.
You've been to his house?
Well, no. I just thought that maybe he'd be upset if I did that.
Get in your fucking car and go to his fucking house. I don't care if you kick down his front door and drag him here by his ear. You bring him into the studio. Do you understand?
Yes, Mr. Rosenbaum. Of course, I'll do that right now.
Yes. I kind of love Alan. I hope something terrible happens to him.
Some real powerful people depending on us right now. They need us to manage the response to these events, to let the public know what's going on, and the last thing we need is it going wider than it already fucking has. So do what you need to do, or I'm gonna replace you with some producers who actually know how to produce a fucking show!
Sorry, the file you are trying to access has been destroyed and can no longer be executed or retrieved. Please choose another file. Sorry, it said I'll take my file trying to destroy or trying. Sorry, Warning, anomalous file detected. This file should not exist. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Opening
File. Arnold Rivers personal log.
Final.
My name is Arnold Eugene Rivers. The date is April 8th, 1987, about 9:15 at night. I was involved in the Morelli construction project at Mount Greylock. I was hired due to my background in anthropology and archaeology. I've worked to excavate a number of different historical sites.
Oh, maybe we'll learn what happened to those miners.
Paul Morelli took me on after securing a government contract for the Greylock project. I'm recording this because I believe my life is in danger, and I likely don't have a lot of time left, so I need to leave some kind of record of my findings. On March 24th, our crew came across tunnels in the mountain that held a multitude of ancient markings and artifacts. On March 25th, Paul cleared the interior of the mountain and asked me, accompanied by a small crew, to look through the tunnels and record notes on what I was able to recognize. I was then to report to one of the project directors, named Frank Porter, to offer my perspective on our findings. I kept this to myself at the time, but what we discovered in that mountain was not normal. Not only did I see the impact it was having on the crew, but certain aspects of my findings did not make any sense. Many of the artifacts were pre-colonial. Some were from Native American tribes, but there were other artifacts, some Mesoamerican, and others were shockingly Clovis in nature. Finding Clovis artifacts here means that people have been coming to Mount Greylock since at least 11,000 BCE, but that's not all, no. There are artifacts I found that could potentially be from even earlier, Paleo-American cultures that we have yet to even begin studying. Then, there were artifacts and writings left by the cultures that were pre-Columbian in nature.
That's pretty cool.
Oceanic contacts prior to Columbus reaching the Americas has always been largely a theory, but the artifacts in this mountain, they prove it. Ancient Chinese, Arabic, Indian, Roman, Spanish, Viking, even ancient Greek and Egyptian are findings that they alone would change world history as we know it today. I'll admit, the anthropologist in me was thrilled. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I figured it had to be a hoax, but I'm confident that it's all authentic. But my excitement was soon replaced with a looming fear and anxiety. How could such a place be so important to so many cultures for so long? There must be something immense here. Whatever it was, well, that's why I left the project. The tunnels all connected to a series of chambers deep into the interior of the mountain. That's where a majority of the relics were found. There were old baskets of herbs and spices, pottery, weapons and armor, talismans, and other religious items.
Seems more like a burial site.
But all of it was there purposely, as offerings.
Aw, shit, dog. Aw, shit, dog. We learning about the old gods today. Yeah, Doodlebird, we found a really good one called Greylock. It's spooked me a couple times already, and we still have a lot left to go. Are we dealing with demons? So Transgirl Jade, there was an early video in the series where they describe a device that was created by the US government to basically artificially create tulpas. And tulpas are basically beings that exist that are manifested from thought. And like that can be done without a machine, like if you get enough people dedicated to like creating one, right? Or someone going through extreme grief might create one, right? But the US government developed a machine that could extract them from people's mindscapes, allegedly. So, kind of what it seems like is that we're dealing with psychic demons, like demons manifested into the world to serve the US government. Which honestly is a really great idea. Patriotic demons, 10 out of 10 idea. Love it. Because now we're about to learn about cosmic mysteries, baby.
It was billions of years ago, when our planet was still mostly fire and rock, that a Mars-sized planet that had been drifting through our solar system collided directly with the Earth. The impact was so powerful and violent that the rogue planet was blown into countless pieces.
I saw that, Doodleburb. Congratulations on making partner. Look at you, all verified and such. You old so-and-so. It was only a matter of time. You're growing like gangbusters over there. Congratulations. Everyone go follow Doodleburb and everyone go congratulate them, okay? Bestest little burb partner in town.
This debris collected to form our moon. Many of the pieces of the unknown planet remain inside the Earth to this day.
Okay, so something is fucked up about the moon.
Adams Police Department, Dispatcher Carey speaking.
Yes, I'm calling to report a break-in at my coworker's house.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Liam Hollander.
Okay, Liam, you said this was your coworker's house. What is your coworker's address?
It's Parker.
Doodleburb does have a very nice voice.
Number 491.
491 Parker Hill Road. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me, is anybody hurt? Liam, are you still with me?
Yes, sorry.
Is anybody hurt?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, God.
And I witnessed many altars constructed.
Oh. The host of that show that Alan was sending his producer to go get. He dead.
Of the mountain stone, along with evidence of mass animal and human sacrifice, and the carvings in the walls of these sacrificial chambers, I couldn't recognize a single familiar symbol, and it made me sick to even look at them. Let me be clear, I am not, nor have I ever been, a religious man, but there's something in that mountain. Something people of countless cultures over the history of our planet have been worshipping, but I don't know why. But I could feel it. Whatever's down there, I could feel it. It was like being trapped in a fever dream. I swear I could hear a voice, and even felt compelled to go further, to speak to whatever's down there. I don't know. I haven't been right since I keep hearing this droning in my head, ceaseless, all day and night. I can't sleep, just droning, always droning. But that doesn't matter right now. I informed Mr. Porter in my report.
Well, so it is a mass grave. However, it's a mass grave of humans throughout all of history going back to 11,000 BC. So, and from all parts of the globe somehow, which doesn't make any sense, but something's a bit fucky about these tunnels.
Report that the archaeological findings in the mountain are of monumental historical importance, and that there is certainly more to be discovered, and I recommended discontinuing construction there. But it's not as though I have any authority over this project. I fully expected to be ignored. Mr. Porter called me on the evening of March 28th, and we spoke on the phone briefly. It was as I thought. He disregarded my concerns. I informed him that I wasn't going to return to the site. He insisted I did, said I was a valuable asset to the project, even offered me a substantial raise, and wanted me to lead a specifically organized team that would clear the tunnels of artifacts before excavation would continue. I, quote unquote, could be responsible for the biggest historical finding of all time, he said. I refused again. I won't put a price on my sanity or my health, especially after seeing what was happening to the crew.
Now loading. Morale Greylock event, Group C, Survivor data.
Oh shit,
Profile
there were
for
survivors?
patient B3590. Rockford, Thomas. Malformations. Notes. Communicative. Patient prone to spontaneous violent outbursts. Treatment of heavy sedation recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now loading. Profile for patient. B9231. Washington, Samuel. Malformations.
Oh, Jesus.
Notes. Communicative. Patient suffers from constant state of severe paranoia and delusions, resulting in unpredictable violent outbursts. Standard treatment ineffective. High-dose xylazine is recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now loading. Profile for patient. B6670. Herrera, Ramon. Malformations.
Oh god.
Notes. Uncommunicative. Patient appears to be in catatonic state. Warning, patient may sit up very suddenly, without provocation, to projectile vomit at any staff in area. Patient's vomit is extremely corrosive and emits nerve gas. All treatments ineffective. Studies must be conducted with full anti-corrosive gear and air purifying respirator equipped on all staff involved. Now,
Dude just projectile vomits nerve gas? The hell?
loading. Profile for patient. B8816. Fleming, Charles. Malformations. Notes. Uncommunicative.
Okay, this dude got the short end of the stick, okay?
Warning. Patient will attack on sight. Do not interact. Immunity to pain. Patient exhibits cannibalistic tendencies. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended. Now loading. Profile for patient. B4041. Oakhurst, Scott. Malformations. Notes. Communicative. Communicate with caution. Warning, patient actively pretends to be benevolent and friendly. Strong homicidal and cannibalistic tendencies. Killed and partially consumed 6 staff members on April 6, 87.
Oh my god.
Patient laughed hysterically during the attack. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia or permanent restraint for further study recommended. Now loading.
Also, what is up with his eye? Looks like it's glowing.
Now loading. Profile for patient. B7992. Kowalski, Edward. Malformations.
Oh
Notes.
dear.
Communicative. Hazardous. Warning, patient possesses inhuman power of suggestion and influence over others. Do not interact. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended. Now loading. Profile.
Oh, okay, so he could psychically manipulate people? These guys are like the fucked up X-Men.
File for patient. B1584. Rafferty, John. Malformations. Notes.
Oh.
Uncommunicative. Hazardous. Patient appears to be deceased. No vital signs. Patient's body not decomposing. Warning, staff have become ill after even brief time spent in patient's room. Illness disregards protective suiting. Immediate quarantine required for all victims. Mortality rate post-exposure currently 92%.
Oh my god.
Survivors subject to rapid physical and mental malformations. All treatments ineffective. Immediate remote euthanasia recommended.
I consider myself incredibly lucky to not be in that condition right now. Oddly, he quickly accepted my second refusal, wished me luck in my future endeavors, but before I could say anything else, he'd hung up. But it seemed I'd made the right choice. I heard something awful happened up at Mount Greylock, and then simultaneously, there are all of these things that have been happening around the mountain. The home invasions, the dead bodies that fell from the sky over Cheshire,
What?
the pregnancy phenomena, so many other unexplainable things.
Okay, so the pregnancy phenomena seems to be more widespread than just that one lady. What's this series called? It's called Greylock.
They all must be related, and I've been trying to figure out how. I've connected with a local investigator who's been trying to get to the bottom of this. I've shared with him everything I have, though I feel that I've been being watched. I feel a looming threat that I can't really explain. Would the government really send someone to kill me over this? I feel like I'm paranoid.
Bruh, I don't think the government has to send anyone to kill you over this, frankly. Your days are numbered, dog.
Like, I've lost some of my mind. But I came home from the grocery store the other day, and my front door was unlocked. And I know I had locked it before I left. I scanned my entire house for traces of anything, but found nothing out of the ordinary. I even checked and replaced all of the light bulbs. Oh, God. Saying it out loud like this, it makes me realize how crazy I sound. I've always been a rational man. There's a logical explanation behind everything. Well, I'm glad that I put all of this into a recording. Perhaps that was what I needed to snap me out of this.
I don't think so, dog.
Honestly, I feel much better just talking about it. This can't be. Oh my God, that's my basement door. No. Camcorder. Oh, where's the damn camcorder? There it is. Thank God.
They're gonna spook me. I know it.
They're here. I'm inside my bedroom closet. I'm going to keep the tape recorder running, and I'm hiding in here with my files. If something happens to me, and you find any tapes or files somehow, please bring it to the investigator, Jim Malcolm of North Adams. That goes for this video footage as well.
This is gonna scare me shitless, isn't it? I'm thoroughly spooked, Kairyu. This thing that just communicates with the dying cries of its victims.
Come on out, it's the police.
Yo, dog, that's definitely not the police. The fuck is this?
Accessing GBS properties. 101 WRAV FM radio station.
That was legit horrifying. Yeah. I mean, I think these monsters are like, you know, like, well, if the babies are disappearing, right? Like the unborn babies. Like, what might be pulled out of their subconscious? You know? What is being pulled out of them into the real world?
Date of broadcast, December 13th, 1963. Segment, announcement of the National Access Initiative. Beginning playback.
In one of his first acts after his historic succession, President Lyndon B. Johnson's administration has announced an upcoming program that will revolutionize communication and bring critical home electronics into every American household. The National Access Initiative, as it's been named, is a program designed to ensure that all citizens have equal access to vital communication tools and ways to stay informed, fostering...
So the tulpas, a tulpa is created by, usually by like focusing mental energy in like a meditative state over a long period of time, right? And there are like different levels of manifestation, the final one being like a physical form in our world, right? And we know that unborn babies are disappearing out of wombs, like just vanishing. We know that the United States has a device that can manifest things without like becoming a master of meditation. And we know that there was a massive group of people doing home invasions, but they weren't really people. They were some sort of monster situation. And we now know that also there is this Project Greylock that was done at Mount Greylock. And an excavation team uncovered a bunch of tunnels that oddly looked modern in their construction. And then the deeper they went into that mountain, the older human artifacts were found. And everyone involved in that excavation died horribly. Or became like mutated creatures with like weird superpowers. And hauntingly, there seemed to be something already in those tunnels when they uncovered it. And those tunnels were not something someone could survive in for 11,000 years. And also, there seems to be some sort of implication that deeper in that tunnel system, there was some kind of being that was worshipped by like almost all of the cultures on the planet over the course of those 11,000 years. And people who were there indicate that they felt compelled to go deeper into the tunnel system to find what was down there and talk with it. And also something about an ancient collision between another planet and Earth forming the moon, and the moon might also be evil and full of psychic demons. So that's where we're at so far. I don't know what's going on, and I'm afraid.
Connectivity, security, and unity across the nation. Under this groundbreaking initiative, eligible American households will receive packages containing a myriad of electronics so that citizens may stay properly engaged with one another and remain knowledgeable regarding important events. Electronics such as telephones, televisions, and radios. These packages will also
maybe Abyssalisk. Also, the framing device of this, all of the tapes, the Greylock tapes. The very first tape is something accessing this archive of computer data in a seemingly abandoned facility. And we're seeing now whatever they're seeing as they watch the tapes.
Family safe with devices such as smoke alarms, burglar alarms.
What is the
and
time
even
here? I think this is sometime in the 1960s.
flashlights. These things will empower individuals to not only stay involved in their communities, but to remain prepared for any emergency as well. President Johnson himself was quoted as saying that in this era of progress and innovation, it is crucial for every American to have the tools necessary as they navigate the challenges of modern life in an era of ever-increasing technological dependence. These electronics packages are being made available to American households through a partnership with world-renowned technology manufacturer Semiodyne USA.
Also, Semiodyne seems to be a corporation heavily associated with a lot of the goings-on and with the development of the manifestation device.
The technology giant's expertise...
I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, it looks like it's 1966. What is this? Audio and video active. Are we looking at anything here? Oh, Kennedy. Oh shit. Kennedy tried to say no to Semiodyne and then was assassinated. Like, what are we looking at here? Huh.
The technology giant's expertise in creating cutting-edge, revolutionary technologies over the past decades has made them a household name. And their
I got a
gracious
stuffy to help.
contribution to this initiative
I got
ensures
two.
that the devices provided will be of the highest quality.
The fuck is that?
Further enhancing the experience and benefits for American citizens. When asked for a quote during a press conference earlier this week, President of Semiodyne USA, Percival C. Rothwell, had a lot to say.
The National Access Initiative represents a milestone in our nation's journey towards progress and inclusivity. It's a reflection of the American government and Semiodyne USA's unwavering commitment.
This guy's clearly evil. You can tell just by looking at him.
To empower every American citizen, regardless of age, location, or income, with the tools and resources needed to thrive in the electronic age.
Through the miracle of modern communication, the words we speak, the actions we take, will be read, heard, and seen on the instant, and judged in every city and village in America. They are the silent delegates. We cannot see them or hear them, but they are present.
32% of American households still don't have a television in the house. This means they are less informed and are unable to respond to emergencies as quickly or efficiently. A much greater percentage of households have no smoke alarms to alert them in the event of a fire. Perhaps most shocking of all, 29% of Americans don't even have a telephone in their home, meaning they're unable to call for aid or even just contact friends or family members. They are left disconnected. For decades, people of all kinds have known what it is we're working on at any given time in
inside Semiodyne. And for decades, we've kept it all quite secretive. But I'll let you in on a little something.
Oh, yeah. Kennedy didn't go for it. But you assured me he was amenable. Or was that just more of your bullshit? No? He's gonna fucking expose our whole plan for the NII program. The meeting couldn't have gone worse. If that fucking Nick thinks he's gonna expose Semiodyne, he's got another thing coming. But we're not the only ones he's pissed off lately. After rejecting Operation Northwoods, and then that executive order involving the Federal Reserve, there are a lot of snakes in the grass. And it's about time that Kennedy got bit.
At Semiodyne USA,
Oh shit.
the future.
Confirmation.
And as the great-great-grandson of our company's founder and its current president, I'll tell you one irrefutable fact, the most important one. All roads lead to connectivity. Without connectivity, we have no future. The more isolated individuals are from one another, the weaker they are. The more easily defeated they are. And
Dude, this is gonna be like some sort of long timeline plan to connect all of the world so that they can easily like Google everyone's gobbles at once.
and the less likely they are to see the value of their own lives.
Hey, hon, have you seen the car keys?
Oh, is this
Humanity
that's
has
Kennedy.
stood many times
Oh shit. They set up cameras to spy on Kennedy.
at the precipice of extinction. And the only reason we are still here today is because we stood there together. Semiodyne USA is here.
Was that what was that? Was that a thing? The fuck was that? I deeply, deeply regret going frame by frame.
Semiodyne USA is here with you every step of the way.
The NIA program was a trap. They are watching. They are listening. Fuck LBJ. Fuck Semiodyne. I won't be your lab rat anymore. Wait, does this mean Kennedy escaped?
We make a promise to continue to support you into the future as well. Whether it's from a lack of infrastructure or a lack of income, no one should be restricted access to potentially life-saving and life-enhancing technology. And this is only the beginning. We have so much more planned so that Americans can all truly be equal in our society. Security, connectivity, accessibility. It is our belief that it is these three factors that make America the best country in the world.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Nope. Nah, fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck the sound design of this. I do not care for it. What was that green flash? Okay.
Mr. Rothwell also
Okay, so I think at this point it can be confirmed that there's a cult at work now. Right? I think we can confirm that.
Mr. Rothwell also stated that these monumental benefits won't only be made available to American households.
Cult? Yeah. Who do you think these guys are? There's a lot of cult guys.
Mr. Rothwell also stated that these monumental benefits won't only be made available to American households, but to police and fire departments, schools, and to small businesses.
It was rhetorical?
as well.
Okay.
The Johnson administration has stated that while they are going to begin launching this landmark program right away, it will first be made available only in select areas as construction crews from coast to coast prepare to establish important infrastructure that will support the National Access Initiative program.
Oh, this is 1994. Oh, what the fuck is that?
Hello? Hello? Is somebody there? Where are my glasses? Where are you? I'm over here, Katie. Oh, there you are. Who are you? I'm your imaginary friend. My imaginary friend? But I didn't imagine you. You must have, because here I am. You probably just don't remember. Are you from your doctor's office place that I had to go to? I think you might be right, Katie. I can't find my glasses, so I can't really see you. Oh, they're over here. How'd you get there? I noticed they were a little dirty, so I wanted to clean them for you. Really? Yes, they look all shiny and new now. Here, come get them. Then you'll be able to see me. Wow, thank you. Where are they? I still can't really see because my eyes are so bad. You reach out and I'll put them into your hand. Okay. Okay.
And nothing bad happened. And nothing bad happened. He gave her her glasses.
Just a little bit closer.
And she could see them and they were friends.
The Johnson administration went on to say that
Jesus.
their current projections for a nationwide release are for some time between mid-1966 and early 1967.
Everything was fine. It happened so fast I didn't see it.
Regarding the National Access Initiative. including information on how to apply as the program becomes available in our area.
Hello, you've reached Alex Marsh and Tiffany Crisaldi. We're not able to get to the phone, so please leave a message after the tone and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
I wish it was. See, full disclosure, I've been slowly turning it down the entire time because it's so loud and scary when the when the sound is up. I'll turn it up though, just for you, Erica. Here we go. It's back up to 30. Gonna move these a little bit off my ears. I'm usually pretty good about getting spooked, but analog horror does something to me. Wait, is this from the first video? Or the second video? This looks like the same video, but without all the goobles and gobbles. Messages from the dead. Also, we've seen this gloved hand before. It was one of the gloved hands doing the home invasions. Why are you showing us a dead rat? Also, this one is 20 minutes long, chat. We have two more. Oh, tape 10 and then tape 11.
Hey, babe. I'm just checking in. Could you please give me a call as soon as you can? Don't worry about work either, please. You're way more important, okay? Okay. I love you. Bye. After we lost the baby, I stayed home for almost a month. We both took it hard, but I was just really worried about Tiffany. She seemed to only be getting worse with time. She spent a lot of time by herself. When it came time for me to return to work, we decided I would call home every day during my lunch break, just so we could talk and check in on each other. She always picked up the phone whenever I called. She knew it would worry me sick if she didn't pick up the phone. But this time, on that day, she didn't pick up. Tiffany, babe, still haven't heard from you. Hope everything's okay. You're probably just busy doing something, but we've been talking every day since I've been back to work, so, you know, just, I'm getting a bit worried, so please call me back, okay? Love you.
God damn it.
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm gonna head home. I'm sorry, I'm kind of freaking out. I'll be there soon. I love you. Dr. Heinrich Albrecht, Medical Examiner, Westfield. May 19th, 1987, 3:23 p.m. Intake report for Tiffany Elaine Marie Crisaldi. Caucasian female, age 28, 39, 26, 30, 27, 25. Case number 87-09-1-HA. This autopsy will be conducted at the request of the Adams Police Department. Initial external evaluation reveals a resinous black substance adhered to the face, neck, and upper thoracic region. Samples have been obtained. Additionally, the eyes are fully retracted. These observations are aside from any traditional indicators of struggle or violence as a cause of death. Rigor and rigor mortis align with the estimated time of death. Of particular note, and the reason for this specialist report, is an unusual finding on the abdomen, specifically below the sternum. A symbol of some sort has been carved into the flesh. Equally concerning is the absence of hemorrhaging in the surrounding tissues. Due in part to this, I have been able to ascertain that this symbol was carved into the skin post-mortem. In regards to timing, based on my analysis, I would say the cuts were likely made several hours after death.
Hey, Cat Kitten. We're doing some spookiness.
Photographs and casts have been made for further analysis. I'll be consulting with forensic anthropologists and symbology experts to better understand the nature and potential significance of the symbol. In summary, while the exact cause of death is yet to be determined, it is the carving that requires the initiation of an immediate and in-depth investigation. This aspect of the case should be treated with utmost priority due to its unusual and unnerving nature.
Okay, Tiffany, we're recording now.
Okay.
So, Tiffany, you just had your 6th birthday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you have a party?
Is Tiffany the small child that was attacked by the skeleton in the last video?
Yeah.
How was it?
Good.
That's good. You're awfully quiet today. Are you seeing them again?
Yes.
That person's name was
Can you
Katie
see
True.
them right now?
Yes.
Where are they? Where are they, Tiffany?
They're everywhere.
Private lock for case file 87-091-HA for my home archives. The date is May 19, 1987. Time is 8:03 p.m. I conducted an examination of Miss Tiffany Crisaldi today. Her body arrived shortly before I was to leave the office for the day, but I decided to at least begin external examinations.
This is really well done.
It seems misfortune loomed over the proceedings. Electrical flickers and inexplicable drops and spikes in room temperature. Repairs may be required. I wanted to
to refrain from mentioning this part whatsoever, but I feel compelled to do so. After placing Miss Crisaldi in storage and moving on to cleaning up, my assistant Sarah mentioned that she'd heard what sounded like a woman crying, coming from the direction of the cooler. I shrugged off her remark and let her leave early, telling her she was likely stressed or overtired, and I continued cleaning up on my own. I didn't dare to tell her that I heard it as well.
Oh shit, dude.
Okay, are you ready, Tiffany?
I think so.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll need you to follow my instructions, okay, Tiffany? As long as you do that, everything will be fine. Can you do that for me?
Okay.
Good. I'm going to play some sounds that will help you through this exercise. Good. Now close your eyes and keep them closed until I tell you to open them. I want you to picture yourself standing outside your house in your front yard. It's a beautiful day out with big fluffy clouds and a blue sky. No one else is around. Now look down at the grass around you and watch how each blade moves in the gentle breeze. Now look
See you,
forward
Sophie.
and see your house. And look around and see the trees around your yard. Watch how the breeze affects the leaves as it passes through. Make the wind blow a little harder, enough so the branches are swaying a little bit. You can hear all the rustling of the leaves around you. Wind calms down now, and you begin walking very slowly towards the front door of your house. Step. 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 And with each step you take, it looks like the day's getting later and later. Soon the golden rays of the sunset are shining against your house. The front door is closer now, but you still have some more steps to go. Step. 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 Now you're only 3 steps from the door. Step. The sun vanishes behind the trees, going down. Step. The stars begin twinkling in the sky above, and the moon shines its soft glow over everything around you. Step. You arrive at the front door. Reach out your hand, turn the doorknob, and open the door.
Nope. Don't do it, Tiffany.
Your house looks like it always does at nighttime, except you're the only one here now. You take off your shoes. First the right shoe.
I've got
Then the left
Pokemans
shoe.
and I'm not afraid to use them.
You can feel the floor against your feet. You can smell the familiar aroma of your house. Everything is in its proper place. You are alone. You're going to walk quietly to your bedroom now. You come to the stairs and begin to walk up.
Get ready to defend me, guys.
You hold on to the banister as you go, letting your
Jesus.
hand slide up. Step. Step. Step.
Nah, this is gonna Google my gobbles. I hate this.
You reach the second floor hallway. Everything is in its proper place. You are alone. Nobody else is here with you. You look to the right and you can see your bedroom door closed at the end of the hall. And you start walking nice and calmly towards it.
Now there's gonna be a skeleton in there.
You see the door coming closer with each step. You can see the pink flower stickers that you put on it 2 years ago, and the small wooden sign that reads Tiffany with the little blue bird in the corner. Step, 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 step. You're at your bedroom door now. You reach out your hand and grasp the doorknob and turn it. The door opens, and you can see that your room looks just like it did the last you saw it. You see the colorful quilt on your bed. You see your small white dresser with
This
all
is
the
creepy
stickers
as
and
hell,
stuff
right?
on it, just like always. Your stuffed animals are all resting by your purple toy box. You feel comfortable. You feel safe. You are alone. You walk into your room, and that's when you can see something different that's never been there before. Tell me what you see.
It's a door next to my window.
That's right, it's a door. What does the door look like, Tiffany?
It looks black. It has weird marks on it. The wood looks weird.
Walk to the door and open it.
I'm scared.
It doesn't matter if you're scared. You must open the door.
Ah, fuck.
Good job, Tiffany. Now tell me what's on the other side of the door.
It's a small room. Somebody's in there.
No, Tiffany, you're alone.
No. There's someone here. He's facing away from me. He's standing and tall. He's very tall.
Tiffany, you are alone. Nobody else is there. Now tell me what else is in the room.
There's a TV. The screen is all fuzzy, and the tall man is watching it.
Tiffany, I want you to focus on removing the man from your mind. When I snap my fingers, he will be gone. You will be alone.
The man's shaking. His body is cracking.
Okay, Tiffany, I'm going to count down from 5. When I snap my fingers, you will return to the real world. 5. You're feeling more awake
He's
now.
turning around.
4. Everything around you is becoming
He's
hazy.
looking at me. He sees me.
3, Tiffany, you can feel the chair you're sitting in again. 2, everything around you fades to the blackness behind your eyes. 1, full control of your body. 0, you're awake, Tiffany. You will return to reality now.
Oh, what the fuck? I do like the stack of gun digest right here. What the fuck is this? Like just genuinely, real quick. Usually as analog horror goes on, I feel like I have a better grasp of what's happening. I have no idea what's going on. There are so many different moving parts right now. I can't wrap my head around it, you know? Clearly the cult is like associated with like tulpa creation and like that tunnel system, probably. But, maybe Tiffany was like the vessel for it, for whatever god broke into our reality. For this very tall man to enter our world. Like maybe it stole her baby to take on physical flesh. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know how all the pieces fit together, and it's freaking me out. Oh my god. What? Well, I was not expecting this. It was an audio rat. A modest mouse, if you will.
I have some very important information for you pertaining to the events you have been investigating.
Okay, so this is clearly the symbol of the cult, right? Like, that was what was carved onto Tiffany's flesh. And Mr. Melgren? Mr. Melgren. Where did we hear that name before? Mr. Melgren. Melgren was, I think like the... Was he the guy overseeing the construction crew? No. Melgren was the cop that, Melgren was the cop that, that anthropologist wanted his information to be forwarded to.
Very important information for you pertaining to the events you have been investigating. You must have questions regarding who I am, how I located you, and what reason I am contacting you. I won't be answering any of those questions, but I will be clear in due time. For now, I am simply offering you information. You can take it or leave it. It's impressive you remained alive for this long. But then again, you've gone to great lengths in the past in order to survive, haven't you? I'm going to tell you a story, Jim. A story that you've been dying to hear.
Oh, fuck that. I don't like that I can see her face. God damn, dude. This is the last one. Preparations for a guest. Okay, also, following up that last video with this one, inside these walls, basement renovation, a home renovation project that brings a new spirit to an old basement. Is this about tulpas possessing people? Are basically what we're seeing here dead people being inhabited by these spirits? Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, God. That makes so much more sense. Because they're not fully manifesting, right? They're just partially manifesting and then, like, possessing corpses. Oh, dude. Just gonna renovate some old basements. Haha, nothing weird about these ones. Remember back in the instruction manual video where they talk about how the manifestation device manifests these tulpas into containment chambers? Oh, that would be why there are a bunch of home invasions. Trans Girl Jade. The possessed tulpas are breaking into houses, or the tulpa possessions are breaking into houses to kill more people to possess their bodies. Oh, shit, dog. I still don't know how the moon works into this, but what I can tell you is that this, like, white room here looks an awful lot like one of those possession holding chambers for tulpas. And also looks very similar to the room that Tiffany described. Oh, fuck, dog. The tulpas come from the moon? I don't think they come from the moon. Also, some of these tulpas can just be, like, manifestations of, like, energy and, like, emotions. Oh, dog, you're not getting out of that room. Oh, the circle of lights that is going around on the camera is the summoning circle. Oh, that was a joke? I genuinely can't tell, I'm sorry. What the fuck? That's the last video. That was the last video on that playlist. It uploaded 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that is not the last episode. But holy shit, that was freaky. I think that might be the scariest one we've seen. Abyssalisk, I think there are going to be more because, I mean, goddamn, that was so well done. I don't think I've seen a scarier one, frankly. Mandela Catalog is close, but I think this one freaked me out more. What's it called? It's called Greylock. Here, I'll send you the link. The Greylock tapes. I'll just post it in all the things. Mandela Catalog was spoopy, but it didn't make me go and grab stuffed animals. Well done things don't always continue. Well, but it has recent uploads. So yeah, nothing in life is guaranteed. You could be hit by an asteroid tomorrow and die. So, you know, not all good things continue. But all I'm saying is, likely, there are going to be more episodes. Fuck. Yeah, Riverboat Jack approved. For sure. What's the interval between uploads? It looks like generally they've uploaded one video every month. Sometimes the shorter videos get two a month. Like the first three came out over the course of 1 month. Then there was tape 4 and tape 5 came out the next month. Tape 6 came out the month after that. Then tape 4 and tape 7 and 8 came out the next month. Tape 10, the second to last one, was 20 minutes long, so like it makes sense that there was like a two-month gap in the upload time there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Freaky as hell. Well done, Greylock. Oh my god. I have very little additional input. If I had to try and put together the overall story so far, a long time ago, another planet collided with Earth, sending shards of itself deep within the Earth's crust, and the rest of that formed into the moon, right? And from one of those shards of this alien planet came something that now lives deep under Mount Greylock. And appears to have like a cult that has lasted throughout the ages into the present day, that worships it and seems to make sacrifices, animal and human, to it, which would make it possibly an incredibly powerful tulpa. Additionally, the United States has some kind of information network that seems to have been put in place possibly by members of the cult who own a company named Semiodyne. And Semiodyne assassinated JFK to ensure that the creation of this information network. On top of that, you then have the government's interest in or at least a portion of the government, interested in seemingly uncovering the what's going on with this cult and Mount Greylock, which would then be why they sent a team to dig there. And the government kind of learned more about this, but it seems like everyone who is really involved with that dig died horrible deaths, and predominantly there are only a handful of people who've been able to piece together what happened. Predominantly one Jim Melgren seems to have at least partially figured it out and managed to stay alive from the forces of the cult long enough to kind of be contacted by it. And it seems like part of what the cult is doing is trying to get more people, infected, I guess, with these mind creatures. And I'm gonna be honest, there also just seems to be maybe like a third, like an additional party at work, like some kind, I don't know entirely what was up with like the creature in Tiffany's mindscape. I don't like the tall man, because the tall man has been mentioned several times. It was mentioned by the people at the dig, which would seem to indicate that it is connected to whatever is deep below the earth. But the tall man was also seemingly imprisoned in Tiffany's mindscape, and also seemingly in a number of other places. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Additionally, I don't know exactly how to square the disappearing pregnancies. Outside of that is possibly how the manifestation device operates. Like kind of stealing life and ideas from like nascent subconsciousness in the near area in order to manifest tulpas. And this is a project being done by the United States, possibly to combat the forces of this cult and Greylock itself. And it's possible that this organization that is, building these manifestation devices and has like this Greylock, research facility that we see briefly at the very beginning, that is then abandoned. It's perhaps the people running that are trying to stop the cult in order to protect America and maintain their ability to manifest things to further American interests. So like, would Tiffany be someone who is trained to combat them or something? No, I don't think Tiffany was trained to combat them. I think Tiffany perhaps was like created by cult members in order to serve as a vessel for something. Because then it appears that she was then ritually killed with some sort of symbol carved into her flesh. And as we saw, she came back from the dead. And with supernatural strength, broke open her casket door. So something, I think, is in Tiffany, and it seems like it was cultivated by the cult. Perhaps it might even be the thing that was deep underground. So, yeah, that's my That is my theory of what's going on. If I had to try and piece all of that together. That was nuts, dude. That was nuts. And very good. 10 out of 10. Possibly one of the best of these that we've watched. I didn't make the connection that that was Tiffany. Yeah, I believe that was Tiffany. Also, the skeleton scared the shit out of me, dog. So yeah, everyone go watch the Greylock tapes again, because there's probably a lot of stuff that I missed in there. Yeah, the skeleton talking to Katie was really messed up. Like, you know the entire time that something bad is gonna happen. And that skeleton was really scary. That was a scary skeleton. Usually skeletons are just silly little guys, because skeletons just kind of look inherently silly. But that was genuinely frightening.